Okay. Let's transition. Okay. Hey everybody. Hey Gouda. Hey Papa Jam. Hey Ordinary Art Lover. And hey Las Gogeta. How you guys doing? I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, Gouda is in live chat. He did something terrible many years ago. YouTube still hasn't gotten over it. Yeah, you were here first. That was true. You did at least chat first. Okay. Let's skip it. Oh. Yeah, purgatory. That's a good way to put it. Okay. I actually want to bring up something here. Actually, One Piece. Like, okay. Papa Jan, have you gotten any new comics? I'm assuming you have. Um, okay. So, good news, bad news. Good news is I've got some new stuff coming on the shop. Um, and that's all good. Bad news is this didn't go well. This Charlie print did not go well. It's these colors are terrible. Uh this is the cheaper quality print. Also, this paper is really bad. Um this this was supposed to be like the cheaper, more affordable quality print. But the paper is like this is like really cheap cardstock. I don't know what happened. They don't just have the good stuff anymore. The colors just don't match at all. I guess it's hard to tell here, but this is supposed to be bluish, and it's literally just a light lavender now. Um, it's incredibly washed out, and the most important thing is that look at these margins. These margins down here and here are just so randomly different. The last time I went to this place to get my stuff printed, it was on nice paper, which is what something else coming to the shop is on. And when I have they messed up the printing. This is considered messed up printing margins. So they reprinted me an entirely new set last time. This time they gave me an excuse. Said it was impossible unless they did like a bigger paper and then cut it down. And so I've already ordered stuff from like a proper printer. It's gonna be a little bit more expensive. Until I find like a better lower quality printer. or like not lower quality, well, lower quality. That stuff is like really high quality. Um, say standard quality. Where is it? Oh, here. Oh, you actually just ordered a bunch. I stored up my comic sub and bought a ton. Okay, yeah, Rip Charlie. Look at that printer again. Yeah, I think it's done. Like the last. Okay, I'll show you. 1 second. This is a while ago, but this is I printed this at the same place. The color matching is like this was a misprint actually. This is a misprint. It's much darker than the ones you actually get. Um, yeah, it's so dark you probably can't even see it on camera right now. But the I this is also a misprint. You see like the messed up margins completely messed up over here. Like one's really big up here, one's tiny down here. Like it's like a sliver down here. And then right here, that's okay. That's completely different. This is the one that was too dark, and so they lightened it up for me, and they properly put the margins in. They just printed me a completely new set. I ordered like 25 of these, um, free of charge. But that was a while ago, so I guess things are different now. But this one, like the corrected version, will be coming to the shop. So. And like that one over there was on much better paper, much better paper. Need a bird angle camera. Yeah, I do need. I need to get that for like an artist alley. Um, I need to get the photo rods, like an artist alley thing. So I got Queen in Black, Alias Red Band, Avengers, Armageddon, Bishop. Oh my God, like Bishop, like the guy, like the comic book character. I only saw him in Static Shock, honestly. Captain Marvel, Dark Phantom, Gambit's the best. JLA, Avengers, Simile editions. Oh. We got so many. Absolute Green Arrow, Batwoman. Oh, the new ones. Zatanna, Teenage Eternals, Last Ronin. I want to see the Last Ronin game. Like, what's that about? Vampirella, nice. Finally, Vampirella Summer Special. Marvel Time Traveling Mutant, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyway, it's been 10 minutes. People are coming here. So we are. Okay, I want to do the plus size characters. Hey, nerdy commentator, how are you? We're gonna do plus size characters, but I want to start by like comparing uh the muscular characters to these to fatter characters, basically. Because they have very similar like appeal. There's a couple things with these characters. So I said with this you have bulk or size. In most of your characters, you can be bulky, you know, the size of the muscles and the definition of the muscles. Those are like the two ways I usually look at it. This also applies to like plus size people. The size and lack of definition really helps define how you can think about plus size people. So size is a pretty obvious thing. Like how you can literally just make them bigger, right? Like if I just do this, like sort of a dad bod situation, right? That's like a not very non-stylized version. Even the hands, you can make them like, or the arms, you can kind of make them bigger. And I said definition, lack of definition is really gonna help like this sort of character, like fatter characters. I read the last run comic, right? We draw one with a lot of love, right? Exactly. We'll get to that in a minute. Um, so lack of definition can come like in a couple ways. There's lack of definition, like there's there's layers to it, right? Um, so here it's like there's like the shape of the arm. The forearm is like this, right? The shape of the forearm, and then you have the hand, and the hand does whatever it does. Okay, so the arm is just very distinctive, has a very distinctive like shape, the forearm. Um, if you define the muscle here, right, it's gonna be it's pretty muscular person will have this sort of thing. So if you start to lose this definition, and the definition, I also mean not just like, you know, the interior, like the muscles and the fibers and whatever. Like everything flexes here and it's like huge and like actually I don't want this to be here. Maybe like super huge and really strong and stuff. It also means like the shape of it itself. So you'll start to lose like first of all lose a little bit of muscle. And you'll start to lose the shape of the forearm to some extent, right? You can also get like if you're just really big. I don't think this really happens. This is more of a cankle sort of thing, like on the foot. But you'll start to have like folds on the wrist. But you gotta be pretty big for that. Still want to keep a slight version of this shape, it's just not too big. Kingpin, yeah, Kingpin. Like Kingpin's actually a good like right, this Kingpin from Spider-Verse. Just a huge, huge dude. Um, a couple notes about like. Oh, okay. Also, these two characters, muscular and fat people, they've really lend themselves to stylization, right? Like this is stylized. This is pretty big. Like you can have like an extremely huge guy. This is pretty weak stylization as well. You can have like a giant dude, the tiny waist. You know, like Giga Chad. You know, he's a real dude. It's kind of assume the version is similar to the 90s. Uh, Across the Spider-Verse, nah, it's not. It's not very similar. He's actually a lot more of like a. He sounds. It's not super similar. I'll say that. It's a very different like take on the character. It's fabulous. Yeah, the Kingpin is like muscular. He's not so much like he's like he may or may not be fat, but he's like really strong. Peak male performance exactly. Yeah, Giga Chad being real was weird because he looks like a cartoon. 1 second. Okay, never mind. You love these meme people be accused of being Gen A. Yeah, exactly. Also, well, it doesn't help that like immediately people took a Giga Chad and started like editing him to have like a gigantic chin, right? He got like a huge chin like that. Like they just stretched out his chin and stuff. Like to, they started like fucking with him. Also like fat people can also be they'll sometimes get like a quadruple chin and they'll be like shaped like a circle. This is like Rufus from Street Fighter. Also, I don't know like if you've seen like you've seen Despicable Me, El Macho. El Macho does both of these, right? Because he starts out he's like he's a big macho dude, right? Also very quickly there's an idea of a small, medium, large, right? So for people, typically you're gonna have you're good. They're gonna play with three parts. There's gonna be the head, the torso, and the leg area for small, medium, large. The arms are part of the torso, and a lot of the times for both of these characters, and in Despicable Me for El Macho, they will have like the head is medium, the body is large, no matter what, even if he's like muscular or not, and his like legs are really small. You'll see this a lot actually in like if I do this better, you'll see this a lot in like uh, characters. They'll have like cartoony characters. They have like a big head. It's a prerequisite. Um, Large body. So medium, small, medium, large is like this. Small legs, big body, medium head. And then with fat people, they'll do the same thing. This is Roadhog as well, right? Roadhog does this as well in Overwatch. The Blob is kind of like this. Large, medium, small, stuff like that. I wonder if he likes being famous like a Giga Chad. I can't remember. He said he seems fine. That was a while ago though. Are we drawing a plus size woman or an obese woman? We're gonna draw both. I'm just gonna give you the techniques and then I'm gonna like draw it how I would draw it. How I typically draw it. Yeah, El Macho, exactly. Cue Mexican music. That's a great theme he has. Make women we draw today Mexican. All right. That is here are freaky. You want to see plus size? Okay. Well, we have to get through the actual ideas here. Now, okay, so like this isn't exactly like, groundbreaking that muscular and fat is like a spectrum, right? So like the less defined you are, the more fat you become. Essentially, that's how I'm thinking about it. Um, all right. And if you want to be like a really like fat people have their waist pulled up here over their over like a stomach, so or sorry, older people. Because this was the style back then. Pants were just worn at the waist. So if you have like a really big waist, it'll just you'll like this will end up happening. You'll have the old person pants. Everything involving humans is binary. It can be thought of as that, just for simplicity's sake. Hey Michael, how you doing? So okay. Now obviously I've been exaggerating this just to make it clear. Um this can apply basically at any point. So let's bring up a character I drew before. Hey Charles, how you doing? Okay, I'll make a version. of this character. Or we can use this concept again. We don't necessarily have to just make a version of this character. But before that, okay. Now let's get on to more specific stuff. Um, so let's draw like how I normally draw a character, right? See how quickly I can draw this. Smoke too much marijuana, right? Marijuana. I never did it, so I don't know anything about drug culture. Okay. So an important thing about like any sort of fatness or like fat even in general, um, to make it like really soft, right? The key is to get it to work with gravity. So typically, like if I do this, right, that this looks like they're at best pregnant. At worst, I just drew it wrong. You want it to like pull down. Whatever it is, you want it to pull down. So, like on the legs, fat accumulates like around here. You'll see this sometimes. Fat will accumulate around the on the side of the leg, and this will give you this like really popular sort of shape. But it accumulates down, right? It kind of it heavily moves down into here. The butt is like this as well. It's like that's how you know it's kind of like if it's kind of fake, it'll be like held up a little bit. In like in real life, it sags a lot. There's a lot of like mass at the bottom. It's really key to make it look like soft, give it softness and really make it look real. It's affected by gravity. Oh, you don't need it, Charles. All right. Alarms. Yeah, I know, I know. Beer belly. That's a good way. Yeah, beer belly. Just fat in general. Yeah, this is how. Yeah, thickness. Yeah, this is how you get like a lot of thickness. Is put it in some places, right? Now, now I just did this. Like this is just like it. As you can see, like the shape is missing. You are losing the hourglass shape as I've drawn it. So if you want, so typically thick girls, they will keep the shape. Generally, the shape will be kept. It will be wider. It will be bigger, right? It won't be like cinched in like this. It'll tend to like move outside. You might get a muffin top because, like I said, fat moves down. This is muffin top is like over the hips, right? And it'll be a somewhat muffin top, not like a not like again, not like losing the shape typically. like this version of thick anyway. Um, so there's like so here I'm be adding the fat pockets like to the side of the legs. You also have it like in the middle inside the legs right here. These will start to get fatter. You tend to lose the thigh gap, but you know, it's a drawing, so you can do whatever. In this case, I typically emphasize the softness, so I don't put harsh lines everywhere, or yeah, lines on everything. So like sometimes where they meet, they kind of match up. Yo. So, oh hey, M. Rand. You two changed the UI again. The teardrop effect. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, it ends up being like a teardrop. It won't be. It won't be funny if your tree goes up in flames with an alarm. Fix it sooner, man. I'm rage baiting the hell out of Blast Gogeta. It'll be like my brand. Puppet Jam gets it. To this day, I have no idea how beard abilities work. Okay, I think I can talk about like. Okay, I'll go into the specifics of this. The stomach. For thick, we'll get in more into the demo, but like I said, this part is important for like shaping like the shape of a woman. So there's a lot of like stuff you can do here and to accentuate stuff. But anyway, let's get to the let's reorganize this and get to the stomach. Save you for later. Okay. Is Rufus thick in some places? Who's Rufus? Not that men will have muffin tops at low body fat. Yeah, everyone's right. The equivalent with hourglass tend to have that pouch of fat right at the bottom of the ab area. We are just about to get to that. Basically, there would be fat. With fat, there would be gravity, right? It's really important though. Like, don't just if you just bulk things up, like a fat person is just suddenly bulked up, horizontally, it won't look right. It will look weird until you start to like make everything sag down. All right. So let's get to the stomach here. So like I said, there's the bones, there's the ribs right here, in the back of the ribs, and then you have the hips. And they're actually really close together in real life. So you tend to think about it in like two parts. There's this area can like you can basically turn at the hip. Like you can bend at the hip area. Essentially, you can't like triple joint. The Jacko pose is a like she's like has a triple jointed abdomen. It's because in anime, like I said, they just make these characters longer, like straight up just longer. So there's like an extra part here. Um, but if you ever seen like people try to do Jacko pose in real life, they can't go straight vertical with it, right? They can't go like straight vertical with it like she can, because this is a stylization. And then the head is like facing forward like this. This sort of thing is essentially impossible. The way Jacko does it. because this last vertical is done with like a third bend or a second bend with the abdomen. I'll leave that over there. Yeah. But yeah, the Jacko pose is very famous, very impossible. You saw real people, real women try to do it, but it's just not possible. Maybe some contortionists can get closer to it though. Hey Sonic. Okay, so like I said, two parts, and I think we put the belly button is like around where the hips, the top of the hips, and then this is like one, two, three. There's the abs, and then you have like you technically have two more down here that go down to the pelvic area. Um, think like this area and this area, like this area over here and this area down here are two sort of separate places where fat can collect. This area more so at the bottom. This is also where muffin tops show up. So around the area with the belly button, we start to lose definition. We definitely don't have abs. We start to lose definition. We start to bulk up. We lose definition. We don't like get these muscles in the side here. We kind of just they start to like get lost in the fat. A few times I accepted that's not realistic. Yeah. Don't call impossible. I will die if I try. Oh my god. I'm so not even close to being that flexible. Oh, 3 Sonic fans. Well, 4. I'm a Sonic fan. Generally, I'm not as big a Sonic fan. I don't think. Not possible. Those free contortion on YouTube that I never ever watch. This also applies to boobs, so we'll get to that as well later. But they also start to lose shape the bigger they get and turn into a completely different shape. You can start to see like I'm not like making her like humongous, but she's definitely much fatter even than this, like much bigger. So you can see like the one of the huge things is I just give her more bulk. She is just wider, period. Um, and then you completely lose definition around here. So I don't like sometimes people won't even bother to like just use the belly button to show some like there's some more fat in this area being collected in this area. And then yeah, the bottom of this area, if you get fatter, the like pubic area can start to get affected. Just above the pubic area start to get affected. There'll be even more fat accumulating down here. I typically don't go for I do this a lot. I typically don't go for like all these inside shapes where I like really go into like every single potential like way you could show the fat, right? Because you can show here and then maybe like up here, and then down here there's gonna be all this stuff. I typically don't do this. I try to again keep as little definition as possible, even in little tertiary details or fourth level detail. This is a very anime thing to do. Just to, minimize use of lines. It also gives a lot of softness. And it's a little harder to draw because things meld into each other at this point to make it really soft. Um, so these like really soft curves have to be subtler and subtler. Like I said here, I also thickened this up. And I removed the definition from it. Actually, I wouldn't even put like this, like what are these, the vagina bones. They start to like push downwards as well and widen out. I have to censor all that for YouTube. Sorry. Okay, let's read what everyone says. Oh, you did try it once, Nerdy Commentator. All right. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, that's it's hard. Trying, I can't. I did appreciate everyone who tried, especially the art that came from it. I can't do the jackal pose. I can wash my hair with my feet. Oh wow. So you are pretty flexible. Thousands of fandoms. Me personally? I won't say thousands. I won't say fandom. Being in a fandom is like a lot of work to actually be in one and have some credibility. Like, who was in your PFP? I think you told me before. Who was in your PFP? M. Rand. Avatars haven't changed in ages. I like to try more fan art for them, as in making them or getting a good commission. Oh, you want like a commission of Sonic? Thicker equals better. A lot of people believe that. Just kill off. Oh, you kill off your character as well. That's the rare artist who kills their OCs. All right. Now we will get to the face. I'll make like an addendum on the boobs. Um, okay. Okay, so the face again is essentially everything we've said. You can try to do this, like make a nice face and then start to change this, but I prefer not to. But anyway, the I'm sure you've seen it, double chin, like double chin, triple chin. You can draw that, but the main thing is again, you lose definition. So you have like this nice straight jaw, but then like that starts to go away first. And I sometimes do this. I sometimes like just start to leave things unconnected. So like if it's somewhat fat, I'll leave like one side unconnected. I'll really, what's the word? I'll make the jaw pretty circular. I won't like really define the jaw. And then the more you do it again, and then you get fatter, and you start to like lose the other part of the chin, and then the neck gets fatter, and you get your double chin, and Your neck gets even fatter and you can have even more chins. Typically not the same size, but you see, now you're starting to get like a lot. To the point where like you've lost the neck. You're that fat. Like Kingpin. So like I'm just like removing definition. Um, and if you get really big, like you get like this stuff happening. The Rufus. You have like a collar or the blob, whatever it is. It's more like a mutant looking though. I want to end my avatar crisis. Skill issue, like what? Having a bad avatar crisis? Wow. No sympathy from Gouda. Yeah, I lost my neck. Yeah. Thickness must grow. Grow is a good way to put it. Hey, all Heathcliffs must die on Twitch. How you doing? We're drawing how to draw fat people or plus size people. Um, so oh yeah, before I get to the demo, I think we can do uh this applies to both men and women. Um, you just start to lose definition eventually. So these are drawings, like these aren't real people. So these are drawings. So it just depends on what you want. If you want to keep the hourglass shape, you can just keep the hourglass shape. You just make it wider. Make it wider. So you'll lose some of the definition of this like nice cinched in waist instead of losing all of it. Whereas eventually you'll kind of just lose all of it. Maybe you'll have some of the hips left. There isn't one way to do this as well. People are all different. So, reference people. And again, when like you say multiple chins, it's this area down here. Yeah. Oh man, I have to shave. This area down here. I don't have it. I'm actually kind of losing my jaw again. I have to lose weight. But this little flap, it's because like the fat's coming down, right? When you get like pretty fat, you'll see it in your face, but the fat's coming down with gravity and like getting stored down here and stuff. Plus size, yeah. It's plus size because fat is different. Like this could be considered a fat. That could be considered a fat. It depends on where you are. It's a beauty standard a lot of the time. Hey, Dr. Yeatson. Thank you. Oh, I'm mocking chat. Yeah, you can't. It's because like you can't see me below here. Like, I actually have a gut, so and I'm working on it, but I have one. One second. As long as you can do the Hugo Mushi's mama. Oh, Mushi's mama, right? Yeah, very. Yeah. Sometimes annoyingly they'll do. There is the muscular that looks like this. This is the E Honda muscular. This isn't. I don't think this is really a thing. I think this is a heavy stylization. Um, Because sumo wrestlers, the sumo wrestlers are very muscular, but they are like they're bulky. You can't really see it because there's so much fat. Abs show up when you have low body fat, so you can have abs and not they not be visible. Um, you can have like very defined abs and not be visible because you have to lower your body fat to start defining your muscles a lot. Are you gonna put sag in this video? Or are you gonna put in older woman tutorial? All right, I have to talk about the boobs. No, sag is what I was talking about with like the fat coming down. Um, Natural sag that comes over time, just with your body. Yeah, I'll put that in the older woman tutorial. It comes with age, right? That's just gonna happen to everything in your body. Everything in your face is gonna come down. Like you're actually. Here's a little preview. If you want to like make someone look older, the distance from their nose to their mouth changes as you age. So like when you're a baby, it stays really close, like up close. So the size. Like this distance over here stays pretty close. And over time, over the years, it will like sag down. Like the whole muzzle area will like sag down a bit. Along with like your jowls. You'll get older. Like you'll start to like lose definition down here unless you like really maintain it. This is one thing. This isn't as big a deal in anime because anime is very stylized, but the older you get, the lower it comes. Eventually, you'll get like you get a sort of weird little sort of mouth. Like this is why old people kind of have this mouth because their mouth is kind of moved downwards. The E Honda belly abs only look good on Honda, yeah. I don't remember. I think that they added that in Street Fighter 4. I don't think that was a thing originally. As far as Kingpin wasn't assumed as one comic. Spider-Man. No. What about the Japanese Spider-Man? I don't know if he has the same villains. Because it's a very different character. The Japanese Spider-Man is like his powers come from his suit. It's very weird. Would be surprised. Penis Parker, yes. I love every time someone says pennies, like pennies like light Gatling, they'll 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 write this. They won't write the comma. I've seen so many pennies online. No, Japanese Spider-Man, the live action one. Yeah, he uses a gun, right? Yeah. There was an old one, I think in the 60s or some old, no, 70s. 70s or 80s. Yeah, there's an old, really funny one. Check he always had belly ab. They just are more noticeable. Okay, I see. It's a hilarious name. Okay, so with the boobs. I don't think I ever like mentioned this before. So with boobs are pretty complicated, because they are like super they constantly go in like different directions and they're soft and they connect in different areas and they're very non-defined. So typically you'll have these muscles, I said, um, thinner for women, the pectoral muscles. And then like underneath the pectoral muscles, you'll have the actual fat and, breast tissue. So when they get really big, like this is a normal one, right? Also it's fat and breast tissue, so it's not like it's not made of all of fat and all of breast tissue. So the main thing that will happen, the bigger they get, um, they'll start to like sag to the point of losing shape. Because remember, it's all gravity down here. Like water balloons is what the typical way is shown. Like water balloons pinned onto the chest. The fat will accumulate down here and move and start like pulling it downwards. You can even start to lose like a lot of shape, a lot of volume, because it stops being like I can't draw it. So I can draw an arrow. So like it'll start to like the nipples can like point upwards, and eventually they'll start like pointing downwards because everything just gets pulled down. Um, this is on the internet now. Okay. A Tommy gun. He had a Tommy gun. I did not know that. I didn't know Koken's design was also close to final long before Street Fighter 4's. Oh, with cylinder boobs. Right. This requires like okay, this is like there's like a million ways to draw boobs, right? People typically draw it like this, but bigger. Um, but they do change shape the more like the bigger they get, and just on different people, right? Uh, but yeah, they're very complicated. They would have their own tutorial that are always demonetized. Even Prokopenko's tutorials are demonetized, and he does like classical art stuff. Right. So let's move on to the demo. I'm gonna put her here. Let's see. This is a wolf woman, so we're gonna do like a. We won't do the version of her. We'll just do a different character. So I said they were big on stylization, so we can like bring in shape design here. So typically, like the classic is gonna be like the circle, right? So they're gonna be like friendly and soft is a very good way to talk about it. A sheep, okay, I can do sheep woman. Like a Aguda is from New Zealand, something. Um, let me see, sheep. I'm only gonna do like the ears and stuff. Sheep. I was gonna do a cow, but what are they called when like the anime sort of with the ears and the tail? Yeah, okay. There you go. Kimono Mimi. Yeah, yeah, we'll do that. The sheep girl in Grand Blue, right? Do a cast very interesting choice. Yeah. Seen our cow friend. Oh yeah. You know, I might have like moved the. I think I moved the timing to the point where he couldn't stay. Make her short. Make her cute. But okay, so the thing is, I have to show the body. So there's ways you can do this with costume, like I said with like the tomboy tutorial. You can kind of make a really bulky costume to take away the shape. Uh, yeah, I think I don't. I just can't like. I have so much to do, so I can't stream all the time. I might stream what I'm doing. He's finished it, even though he just started. Okay. No, I just don't know like what kind of costume should she wear? Like I can get to the body. So with the circle stuff, I can give her like, you know, hair, and then she has her horns. She's a sheep. Little cute horns. Very everything's gonna be very circular on this character. I know that sort of like the anime, the plump um elf anime, I think it's called. I never watched it. But I saw that character everywhere. Or is that I don't know if it's porn or something, but no, this perspective is weird. Let me see. Make this properly. We will shoulder height. Very demure. Make her give her like a big, big soft hair. She was like a woolly character. Hey, are you new here? Hey, welcome, Armandox. We're talking about plus size characters, and now I'm drawing a thick sheep girl. The professional racist elf. If you mean Freerun, no. Anime I'm talking about. In 11 days is gonna be your birthday. Oh well, happy birthday if I don't see you then. Okay. There was a I love or let's see your plus size elf. Plus size elf. It's plus size elf or Mrs. Elf can't lose weight. Uh, what's the name of my game? Hello, Machado. The name of my game is Aces Under the Moonlight. Yeah, yeah, actually, I'll just have that done. So no, it's just popular. It's fine. We all know why you have physical copies. My game is called AcesUndertheMoonlight. Let me get to it. That's the Steam page. It's free if you want to play it. See, I want to put like her like hands in front of her body like this, but then you can't see anything, so I'm gonna like remove this jaw area. So like start to thicken out parts. I want to define even I don't even want to define like the muscles of the neck. I just want to make them kind of bigger. No problem, Machado. Okay. Put them on the behind her, yeah, like this. There we go. Put her hands behind her. But like I guess like you see, like I'm so used to putting this shoulder stuff in this definition over here. I just generally won't. So let's see. You're not gonna like it's hard to keep track, so make sure you have all your like guidelines in because we're gonna remove definition from all this. Remember? We give her like really big hips. Make sure you still like the muscles are still here. Like I said, there's just like patches of fat that start to remove the shape. I'm trying not to like normally I would like really cinch in like the on the neck on the knees, but this isn't like a muscular character, so I can't really. I want to thicken that up. There's gonna be fat around it. I found it. I thought you were talking about something else. Okay. What did you think I was talking about? Is there another like a fat L? It's a little too thick. Okay. There you go. Something like that. Oh, okay. Do I have a DC? What's a DC? A Discord? No, I don't have a Discord. Can't moderate it. If anything, a Patreon would come first, and then I would do a Discord. The trouble of modern. Yeah, I know. Gouda clearly did something so horrible that YouTube's AI is trying to stop him. Community game FAQs. Wow. I don't think that'd be a wild blast from the past for me. I haven't gone on game FAQs in a long time. Okay, so yeah, right here. I've seen like Mei from Overwatch have this sort of thing going on with her belly button in select animations. I just don't know what I want her to wear because I do have to show her body. It's a big problem because that's like the point of this. And that is a little bit too high. Yeah. Oh yeah, fatness goes really well with short stacks. I think actually if I pull up the short stack, you can actually see like right here, it's pretty thick, and then I thicken it up just to give her some more short stackiness. Yeah, I had mentioned, but my account for Game Facts got accepted. Oh, cool. Oh, that's the only kind of animation. Yeah, that's the only one that matters anymore. At least I don't. Well, no, I don't watch it really. I don't play it really. So, like, plus that's because of short stacks. Exactly. Um, what should? Okay, I also have to draw in the boobs, and we'll make them sag like this. Just remember that they're on a curved surface, so. Oh yeah, also something with the boobs. Because they're on like a this is the side view. They're on a curved surface, so eventually if they get too big, they'll come off of it. And they'll be shaped differently. Because normally like you'll have them like kind of be propped up a little bit by the surface underneath, right? But eventually like that goes away. So it becomes like a free for all. Typically what you're going to see in anime, even with the with boobs this big, they will draw them as if they're in a bra anyway. Um, even if the person's naked or whatever, they will just draw them like that, even if they're utterly gigantic, because they just like the shape is really important. Any game on Steam gets a game FAQs page by default. Let me take over the fraud. A tight sweater. That could work. I just want to show her belly a little more. So I want to give her like a little, even like more fat than this. Yeah, like there you go. I'm gonna want the sag, that's right. Oh, also, they don't have to be big for this to happen. They can just be shaped like this. They'll be smaller and they won't like come up, but they could just be like a little flatter. Um, not flat as in like small, just they're big and they're flat. It can be like that. Like everything else, there's a lot of variation among humans. A little, even more sag. Damn, man. Is she gonna be a Latina? I can make her a Latina. It's a variation. Yeah, there's something for everybody, you know? Um, I'll fix some problems. It looks too muscular. Should be the variation. Build something for everyone is yeah, it's a good way to think about it, you know? Um I still haven't figured okay, that also I've moved this up, so I have to pull all this down. There you go. Up a little higher. This area is very important. This sizing out that area for the boobs. Almost everyone. No, no. Okay, well, some people don't like humans. I'll say. We'll go with that. Yeah, sheep girl. I'm seeing they have horns and sort of cow ears. So like here, this is the triangle how I usually draw it, but I'm gonna like round that out to make it more friendly looking. See, like I was gonna put in like double chin, triple chin, whatever, but I could just like thicken up the neck, and it'll start to show like she's a little bit fatter. Like that. Can someone be thick while being really tall? I don't see it as much. Yeah, there is the concept of endomorph, ectomorph, and mesomorph, which is like how you tend to just build muscle and how you look. It's like thinner frames, bigger frames. I think like Arnold Schwarzenegger would be like a mesomorph in his well now, but also in his heyday. What's just a oh what's a kink? Sheep girl or fat? This is more mass to distribute, won't see it often, right? Yeah, for the chubby short stacks. M. Rand, PhD in anime girls. So let's see. Mighty Morph. That's a good one. Still no clothes. Okay. I have to call upon my many years of drawing characters. What would look good here? To Power Rangers Team Up a choice. I love the original Power. I mean, I guess yeah, I watched the original. Though Dino Thunder is also really good. Never watched the show, but it's theme is good. Tight sweater. I'm moving towards that. I think I can do one of these, like loose fitting. But at this point, we're gonna lose this. We have to pull all this up because she has a bra on at that point. Maybe not. Maybe it's just like it's too powerful. Uh. mm, Oh, 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 what am I doing? I'll put her in a dress. It's like tight fitting. You'll get less definition, but like you can like there you go, help. But because it's so tight fitting, it will show off the interior. I guess that's the way to put it. Gravity. Gooner bait. You know what? That's fine. Um, because like it's a shy girl in like a mildly very revealing outfit. See that conceptual contrast. Very effective. I'm gonna give her like a. This is a very standard woman, like older woman sort of look. Milfy in a way. Oh, 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 oh. Something wrong with this? Her feet are a little big. Gap Moe, that's a great way to put it. That's true. You've been looking for that name. Gap Moe? Let's go. Oh. MILFs, MILFs, MILFs. Okay, now sheep don't have tails, right? Do they? I don't know. Just to add to this, I'll give her like a pan purse, right? This is what ups will be upwards. They have stubby tails. All right, it's a small. Okay, so she probably you won't be able to see it from here. Okay, so I'll just give her like a clasp. Oh, puffball. Okay, yeah. Oh, rabbits. I'm not sure. Let's give her like a Betty Boop face. I think. Her head might be too small now. I'm gonna have to make her head bigger. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna give her earrings, but she's a cow, so she has like one of these tags. I don't know what that implies, but okay. Is this Latina we draw today a friend of Nicholas's mom? I feel like that would be fun. Yeah, that's what I was going with. I was like I was gonna make her, but just show how she could like if she looked like fatter, but that's I just changed to a different character. I was gonna make another wolf, but you know they have the same little tag over here. This is what they use to tag cows, really, like cattle. And sheep have like the funky eyes, so Funky pupils. Your Mino Ashido eyes with black sclera and bright yellow iris. Alright. I can do that in black and white. There we go. One of M. Rand's kinks has appeared. You are now required to watch every video I make. Jubam? Was in Google trying to find every single word to say to you. What is Jubam? Okay, there's ads, so I'll just sit here for a second. Ads for some people. Okay. Ads in a live stream. Oh, YouTube Premium. Oh, wow. Yeah, YouTube Premium and they still, like, banned you completely? Premium is fun. Oh, I might be old, but I can't. It's hard to like. You get something for free. It's hard to go back to paying for it. Viral on your router. Okay. Modern problems. Modern solutions. Should I add like a cutout here? Yeah. Looks pretty good. Add like little. A little like design over here. Maybe like wool designs. Because she's a sheep. YouTube Premium is only because Smart TV YouTube's. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Anywhere that isn't just my desktop. And I can't just refresh through it. Cut up to where you are in Okami with a bit extra in 30 minutes on the Wii. You know, you're showing me up, man. It's supposed to be her. So it looks. Her tail? No, this is a purse, a hand purse that she's holding like behind her back. They coming in full, so I get a full deck of gaslights. Man, has anyone prepped just to gaslight somebody? It's not just like a spur of the moment thing. I guess catfishing is that. That's premeditated. Um, okay. You kind of have to careful a couple things. So you can see right here, I'm almost losing some of the curve. Like the boobs are so big, I'm losing some of the curves here. Um, so you kind of have to be careful, otherwise, if it's too big, actually, I think I did this. Okay. You can kind of see you start to lose the you can start to lose the shape down here if it's too big and you don't see the curves properly. And I think I just drew this badly, mostly. Is she still a sheep or cow? Or some people are confused. This is supposed to be a sheep because of this the curly horns, and if I color it, it'll be the white hair. Does he canonize the fanfic? Which fanfic? Oh, Nicholas's mom. Okay. Oh, he's talking about Nicholas's mom. Let me see. Oh, my fanfic of how they met is Nicholas's mom and Thick Cow lived in the same apartment building, and his mom just lifts a drop on hang out. Okay. I pay for online, or do you mind? I mean I'm don't if it's like bad, I don't like it. Like Nintendo's online, I don't think I pay for that anymore. That is like cuz Smash is unacceptable. And I don't really play online games there. Xbox was really good because of Halo, and it was just a good service. I love the fact that some ads aren't just skipped. I'll skip one ad, right? I missed a bunch of people. Sorry about that. Everyone here to keep her sheep. No, she's sheep. If it was a cow, I would have done something different. Would have put her in a cowkini. I can keep that uh sort of fanfic. Was this? This is in a Hoge, I think. Means she's really dumb, or it could mean that. To be fair, it's really hard to tell. It's a sheep without the floof. Yeah, when I color it, I would color the hair white and the skin darker. Might be a little clearer. Oh, good. Fanfic is yeah. IOC approved. What can I do with wool? Cow. Um, hmm. I want to add some more like sheep stuff, but how? She does kind of look like Mina because of the hair a little bit. Um, oh my god, I was muted. Fuck. Uh, yeah. All right. What's the last thing you heard? I don't even remember why I muted myself right there. Must have done it on habit. Um, wait, you can't hear me still? Scuff streamer. Nah, there's no such thing as a not scuff streamer. This shit's too hard. You can hear you good. What was the last thing you heard from me? Oh, you know what I could do? I could like give her boots with fur. Like these type of boots. I don't know. We can't hear you. You can't hear me at all. Charlie's starting an OnlyFans. Oh my god. I have to. I know someone who did put an OnlyFans for one of their characters. We talked about it, right? Yves Balak, I think his name is Balak. Something about the fanfic being canon. Okay, yeah, right. I see the audio is just probably Pragmata. Oh my god, Pragmata. Like, thankfully Okami works. Oh, Gouda might have crashed for you. OnlyFans is the last thing I heard. Okay. I think asking about recommendations for her is. Oh, right. Okay. Hey, the demon thing. Last thing I heard you say. Oh, hey, Amjad. You want to make her more sleepy or something like that. I think I said more sheep-like. So I'm adding like giving her boots, fur boots. Uh, oh, you couldn't hear the. Okay, I see. But Charlie, we don't have an OnlyFans or Fansly. We need the canon answer. The canon answer is that Ace on the Moonlight takes place at some point in the 90s, so OnlyFans wasn't around. Maybe when he's older, he starts an OnlyFans. Yeah, I did not put in that. I did not put in that battery. I'm not putting in that much work. Good. If it crashed for you, you should refresh. Oh, okay, that's good. It works very good. Okay. Autocorrect is sleepy. Okay. I'm kind of losing a little bit of the milfiness because it starts to look too much like does look a little bit like Mina, who's like a young woman, even in the time skip. In Aces, you need a scene where Charlie reacts to the fancy ass. Yeah, I should start making like little comics instead of trying to make big giant things all the time. Oh. Okay. I have to actually draw horns, which are very complicated. I don't want to like. Sheep Detective was a good movie, I gotta say. Hey Jubam, give her a wider mouth, lips too narrow. Potentially, but she's kind of making like a kissy face. So correct properly. Yeah, even with all the AI in the world, autocorrect still messes up. What Charlie would say. Hmm. Horns are hard for me. Horns, like drawing this stuff properly is difficult because they're more like this rather than like like circular. I don't know if a poofy jacket would help the sheep aspect, and if she's a MILF, it would look a little bougie. It might give off some maturity depending on how it's styled. I'll like the lips can the plumpy lips can stay. We'll just say we'll just chalk it up to it's an expression. Yeah, maybe a jacket. I don't. This like be very difficult to. Oh, you know, I could do like a jacket like off the shoulder sort of jacket. How would that look? That would make her look much like quite a bit older. And then we can give her some fur. Have you gotten any more Switch 2 games, or are you gonna wait till Okami is done? I haven't gotten any new Switch games in a while. I also don't play that many video games in general. Splatoon Raiders does seem like a good idea. I don't know if I like that. It's a looter shooter apparently. I'm not sure if I like that. But yeah, it seems like the talk of the town, definitely. Full length hair, sheep have wool all over the body. That's true. Hmm. Hmm. I was gonna like give her like braids or something. Like she actually has a lot of hair. It's mostly that like I wanted just to have like a bunch of poofy hair at the top. Mhm. I've been purposely avoiding Splatoon trailers because it might trigger my squid law. Oh my god. Apparently they're not even kids. Straight up, they're not even like children. They're teenagers to young adults who have jobs and stuff. Which is wild to me. We'll age them down. Okay, all right. Yeah, the marketing didn't help apparently. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Let me get to the. All right. Oh, this is a Latina, right? So it'll be a little dark, but whatever. I'll fix that later. Lord for her, she has to shave a lot, a lot because she grew. Yeah, I know how that feels. Hate how big my beard gets, or quickly my beard grows in. Uh, Latina's important, I guess. All right. Civil War. People actually argue. I thought people were all like all for the Latina aspect. The question is sorry. So I was against it, but it's not basic. It's not basic. Shave a lot might be something she's self-conscious about. That makes sense since she's so like shy. Hey, Sleevey. Crazy once. We're always crazy. Actually, I have an OC whose hair grows like half a meter every time he sleeps. Oh my god, 3 feet? That's how I feel actually. My beard. Makes sense. Nicholas shaves only when she feels like rubber rats make you crazy. Consider on the Latina question, but yes, I do like Shadow the Hedgehog. Where's that from, Sleevey? Because I've heard that before, like this crazy. They call me crazy. That's a copy paste from somewhere. Okay. Every time someone goes for exotic girls, it's always Latina, like Korean. So Have I started a race war? Oh, it's a meme, right? Oh, I think I snapped Sleevey out of it. In the end, he's a man of culture. All right. Can we all please name her Oreo? It suits. Okay, Oreo, sure. We don't really have a name for her, but she's like a reverse Oreo. She got the cream on top. All right. Now, cream stuff wouldn't indeed be more exotic. I'm tolerating the countess with horns and black base. Tolerating? Excuse me? Whose stream do you think you're in? It's not. You don't tolerate big boobs. You celebrate them. Real Oreo. This is a bad red. I have to change it. No, strongly. He has no interest in this person. Okay, these colors aren't great. Let's get that a darker. Hmm. Pink? Skin can be a bit lighter. All right. So I get enough of being called Oreo or ice cream sandwich in real life? What does that mean? So wiped out and this doesn't because it doesn't exist. Tolerating Britain still existing due to the bin guy running for prime minister. You give her a collar saying good girl to contrast Nicholas's was bad girl collar? Yeah, I can do that. Oh, black person that acts white? Oh, that's kind of I see. They called Obama an Oreo. I remember that. Say that name, yeah. Oreo is cute though. Mm. Oreo. So why was there a whole scandal that Michelle Obama was actually a dude? Ah, some people just dumb. The name is cute enough, but even a Brit like me has heard of some applications. Cup of tea, bottle of water. I love Brits want to murder your government. And everyone wants to murder their government. She kind of reminds me of coffee with whipped cream. Oh, that's true. I could call it cream. That's the name of that character from Sonic. Yeah, so still talking about like, an actual Bibble character that isn't surrounded by piece of shit people that only want to manipulate her. Peach is like that, isn't she? She's kind of a bimbo. Princess Peach. These second buses hit the Big Ben. Espresso. That's the name. You can go the good better coffee. Big booba. Chamomile. Okay, I could do that. Whipped cream could be cute, kind of like whipped cream. Yeah, cream. Something like that. Also, I don't think it should be pink. Maybe like green. Cheapos named Cream is a lolly. Okay. I mean, Cream in Sonic is also like a young character. You already associate with someone we know well, yeah. Full respect to those who are into armpits or belly buttons, but I can't think of about it without laughing. Sonic character, this character named Cream the Rabbit, who's like a little baby. She runs around with one of the chows. Armpit hair should not be your name. I think it means another character. Oh, a fan one. Yeah. He was talking about a OC. Ram, that's one. Supreme the Rabbit. Looks spam. My ones are awesome, and you can't convince me otherwise. Fight. Never since. I don't know which one did I shut somebody down? Oh, spam. Yeah, that's Clementine. Do Clementine. Beefsteak. She is neither beef nor a steak. Like she's veal and something else. You also shut down armpit hair. Yeah, but then like that's sleazy saying things. So oh boy, clobbering time. Mutton chop. Yeah, mutton something. Perchance, perhaps. Jonathan Joestar, John Rutt. How is this a plus size character? Slightly more fat. There's a couple ways to do plus size. This one's just kind of like thicker than normal. Chubby. This would be the word for it. She's not that fat. That's fine. Random. That's all I have to say. The horn's a yellowish color, maybe. Oh, I haven't drawn them in yet. Let's see. Typically, I see them as dark. They're just skin colors, the same skin color. But I think I'm just gonna make them like here. Germa's here. Hello, Germa. I don't watch your stuff, but Chubby's a name. Hey, Koofy, how you doing? Zzz. I see. When's a blind ranking abortion methods video coming for JJJ? That's you gotta make do with that little timestamp in a Tombow tutorial. I'm not gonna do anything past that. Koofy returned. She's coming along. Personally, Conrad commits to sea chickens and beasts. A couple ideas, Goofy. Let me hear them. Okay. You don't understand. Yeah, it's a fetish. Saffron. That is a cute name. Janice. Janice. Yeah, into Janice. J-A is there. Yeah, there it goes. Leave it as Janice. If you pick a different name, I'm keeping it over here. Alright. Well, I didn't just look in my cupboard for spices. Lele, Lele, yeah, it could be Lele. Ajvar. Your name. Ajvar. Oh, it's another spice. Bad memories. It's too spicy. Let's look around me and see like the first thing I see. Um, her name will be Medieval Dragon Cup Holder. Do you know in the newest chapter they had an incest baby? Who? What? Arnold. Arnold. A nude yellow-haired, three-fussed-tailed freak with dyed hair tips they used as a spirit battery. All they wear is a giant coat, underwear, and leg warmers. The nude underneath. Magic battery. That's visual, at least. What chapters are you reading? 22. Newest variation. Some wild collector's items in your room, Sleevey. Coffin of Andrew and Lele, that's right. I'd say Hazel, but that's another stereotypical black girl's name. Milo, hello, Jojo-sama. Milo is in like the chocolate drink. Ovaltine. I was wondering who would notice the coffin reference. Now we can be a girl with fluffy bits on her outfit. That's a great idea. Bee woman. I'm not spelling I cup. Sleevey, come on. What are you doing? Are you going to? Oh my god. The hell is this, Sleepy? Sleepy is trolling. Yep. Weak trolling. This got me. I was reading it. Undead amnesia victim with 6 swords, completely impaled in their body, basically Neomatoid, but more undead and obsessed with knowing their true death. So very visual. Um, Zombie crusader who died in battle wakes up in Jerusalem in modern times and has so the entire idea. That's hilarious. Almost got you, nerdy commentator. Amateur move. Okay, we're gonna draw. Let's get a bunch of jewels here. Should actually be up here. Do your chain hang along? Does it wobble to and fro? Is it platinum? Is it gold? She's a flat screen difference. Multi-armed goddess gladiator that I change it so they get afraid with their feet. Me too. I just use some of my subconscious fetishes from these ideas into multi-armed women. Always groovy, never gluey. From your house. Because of 6 swords impaling you. That's fine. Oh, you like the character? Thank you. Koofy likes armpit and feet. Yeah. Koofy, like, you guys can only hope to match that freak of Koofy. I think the only one who would match it would be James. Hmm. Calamity. Calamity Ganon. God, I hated that game. Koofy's mind is a place of infinite creativity. Yeah, literally infinite. Legendary. That's true. If they both get in my chat at the same time and they start trying to out freak each other. I don't know, the creation of subconscious fetishes. It's not really like your own range. Always, what you do these fetishes. Legendary. She's hyper enlightened. Yeah, she's truly cultured. What that constitutes the college Teutonic Order and this start of the Fifth Crusade. Stitch Lips, an imposter from a passing day. Basically a shape-shifting. You can't tell they shape-shift into a big-ass coat on by German-American blonde psychopath. I like pretty armpits, pretty feet, pretty muscles, and pretty voices. Armpits, feet, muscles, so muscles and voices are pretty normal. Feet are like are like the borderline, and then armpits I think are just a little weird. They haven't accepted hasn't been accepted into regular society yet. We'll get there eventually though. Alright, we're almost done here though. Doesn't like pretty things. Yeah, but like pretty armpits. Here's living. So to think in 5 years it'll be normal, yeah. Yeah, we have gotten feet. Feet have become more normal. Next is armpits. Possibilities are endless. Okay. Syrupy foot job. It's still in your mind from which day? When did that show up? For the appeal, yeah. I mean, anything can be a fetish. Just remember that. There's always some group of pervert that enjoys it. Auto foot job. Luna giving you foot job care like a Pascal switch. One fetish I do hate farts. Okay, sure. That's gonna take a while for that to be accepted. Another kink idea? Alright. Well, I'm about to leave, so put a stepper on that, Koofy. Don't gas mess. Alright. Okay. In the body part, and there'll be a fetish for someone. Yeah, the big toenail. 100% toenails are a thing. 100%, I'm sure. How are you still? Are you still thinking? How about Roeo? How do you pronounce that? Oh, Oreo. Okay, I see. Mario doesn't need tattoos. Maybe. She looks pretty innocent. But, okay, I can't show a womb tattoo, but we'll say she has one. Talking feet, the most common fetish among men. Is it the most common? Charles, you want to tell me something? For sure, but I am 100% sure, no matter what word I said before fetish, it was somebody's fetish, no matter what. Freaking What is this? Wacom remote fetish. I bet this has gotten somebody going. Oreo, yeah, anagram Oreo, yeah. Like, oh, Royo. Okay, Royo, I see. Royo. I could call her Hydrox. You know Hydrox is? Which is like, it looks like nowadays it's copying Oreo. It's like generic brand Oreo, but Hydrox came first. Full body straps, a walking terrorist legend for being constantly half naked, only being covered with black stretch leather, also having very much live talking human acts, also bugs. See, that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. Kickiest thing I've been into is me being pinned down. It's a big bulky guy myself. It sounds appealing to me. A short girl willing to do it. Oh, it's like bondage or just pinned down. Get Gastronimus fetish. Boxing gloves, definitely. Yeah, 100%. Even like a boxer, like a tomboy boxer, 100%. Hug fetish, yes. Hydrox can be your name. You can call her Hydrox. Last name, yeah. Statistically, foot fetish is most common for males. Really? Okay. Is that a good? Yeah. Really? Have not ran boxing glove fetish art. It's funny. Not really. Oh, okay. Pitch for me to play Elden Ring. This better be amazing. It'd be fun, but I want to start with pin down and see where to go from here. There, okay. There is a major NPC who can give you a hug. As much as I enjoy hugs, they're not a fetish for me. Okay. And she's cute, yeah. Elden Ring girls are cute. BBW hugs. Yeah, I guess she wouldn't be a BBW. She's just mildly chubby. This one. Okay. Anyway, I get people who sexualize. It's entirely up to the freak involved. The boobs are too big. They feel lumpy, which is part of why I dislike them. I accept everyone, including people who are wrong. Pochaco, yeah, I remember. That's the Was that the one from Sonico? No. No, I don't know if it's a dog. What was that one from Sonico? Pochacho. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Yeah, she's pretty big. Bug people. I need to see some bug eyes on a very skinny bug person. Nitro Plus made both Sonico and Pochacho. Like, imagine having like just a double like 1-2 punch of amazing designs. Let them come back to this. Freakiness competition. Yep, we need a chat freakiness competition. Okay. Seems I think I saw the name wrong. Okay. Anyway, I have to go. I guess I'll do a part 2 for this after the older woman thing, or maybe before. I'm not sure. And we'll make like an even bigger girl. I have to make the face a bit wider. I should have done that. There we go. Rounder, wider, and like yeah, down here. That's more like it. I'm co-opting an anime design, which I don't usually do. He wasn't no problem. I got some of your stuff. You need to make an animation of her doing jumping jacks. Oh my gosh. Animation, you guys are killing me. Anyway. She can even leave the floor. Yeah, she's not athletic at all. Okay. Anyway, though. I will see y'all Tuesday, probably. I got something to do. What's the plan for next week? The plan for next week is probably finish up this demo, make an even bigger character here. Okami, and then older women. That's probably what's going on next week. Yeah, I'll see you later, nerdy commentator. I'll see you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for talking. Hold this up for a second. Oh, are you not going to be available next week, Last Gogeta? Do you want me to skip Okami? Oh, no, no. I was asking. Okay, no problem. Thank you. I'll see you guys. Can't be here because no Tuesday stream. No, Tuesday I think I'll do this again and finish up the plus size characters. Yeah. I'll see you guys.